Alrighty guys, so let's talk about gradient and calculating the slope of a gradient. No, this is not a math lesson, but yes, math is still very important. We'll just cover the basic foundation blocks and then it'll be over to you guys. So here we have a little skate ramp on one. We also have a graph here. You can see it goes up 8 meters. It goes up 8 meters here and it goes out to 10 meters here. We can see each of these blocks is a meter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And a meter going this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can see that that's 10 meters there. If this was a contour map, we could see on the left-hand side here that the lines are going to be much steeper and much closer together. So let's draw some contour lines. Again, it's a very basic cross-section. Would look something like this. Whereas on the right-hand side, we can see the contour lines will be much more spread out. If I was walking, I don't know about you guys, but I'd want to be aiming for a hill that's more similar to the one on the right than the one that's on our left. So let's calculate the gradient, hey? So this little person here, it's going to drop much quicker on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side than he is on the right-hand side. Cool. Let's get rid of him. Alrighty, so to calculate the slope, we need two things. We need to know the rise, which is how much elevation it gains, just straight up. And we need to know the run, which is from this point, how far across until it hits the ground here. We know that this is 8 meters up, and this is 0 meters. So 8 take 0 is 8 meters. So we know that our rise is 8 meters. This is from here to here. It's 1 meter every line, so we've got 1, 2, 3 meters here until it hits the ground. So we know our run equals 3 meters. So our gradient, or our m in this case, our gradient, or m in this case for the equation, is rise over run. And to get a percentage, we times it by 100. So we know our rise is 8, which is 8 take 0, because it starts at 0. So that's 8, divided by our run, which is 3, times 100 to get a percentage. So our m equals 8 divided by 3 is 2.66 occurring. Times 100, our gradient here would be 266% on this one. Let's get rid of this. Let's do it the same over here to compare. So this is 3 meters to 10 meters. So then we know that this is going to be 7 meters, because 10 take 3 is 7. Again, we know our rise is the same. Our rise is still 8 meters. So let's go m equals 8 over 7 times 100. M equals 8 divided by 7 equals 1.14 times 100. So now our slope is 142 actually percent. Alrighty, so we know then that this slope here was 267%, and this slope here was 142%. So if we're calculating a route and we need to pick contour lines, particularly if we're going off track, this is important to know just so we know how to calculate the hill, so then we know how much speed we're going to be losing and how tiring that hill is going to be. Cool. Next, we'll get into calculating gradient on a map using actual contour lines, and then we'll get stuck into your activity.